upgrade their troops. It costs 20 or 200 coins to upgrade these guys, so that's rather unfortunate. But we'll give them some better armor for their troops and some better swords, and we'll send them forward, and we'll get this legion to the Minerva Legion to kind of camp back. Gonna fight this battle later on, but I'm just going to get them to siege the place first and leave it at that. Now I really want to drive the you know what, I'll get the gladiators to come over here too, seeing as how they I thought there were some enemies over here, but there weren't, so I'll get them over here, and I'll get them to join the siege as well. Now over here in Korea, we might have some problems. Simply because we have no way of controlling the populace. I think I'll bring in the veteran just near the very border, enough so that we can set up the military favor thing right here, and that should make it so that the public order doesn't drop as fast, or rather doesn't drop at all, hopefully. So yeah, we'll keep him there. We do need to change the culture to Latin before we really stabilize the province, but I think that champion, that veteran, will help by a bit. And we'll get the Celts, the Legion, the Alpine to go back over there. And over here, we might as well start the siege.
To victory!
I think I'll just auto-resolve it instead. Now that's going to be a really easy battle. So we will occupy that area like that, and then we can get the gladiators to move even further, and then that, as soon as that province is gone, that should pretty much be the end of this this people. This guy should also be doing that that thing where he converts people, and we're going to recruit a patrician to help out over there. Speaking of patricians, I believe I am going to be able to, yeah, I should be able to pull off here with this man, this patrician over here, so I'll get him to come over here. And what about over here? The population over here still needs a little bit of time before they are fully converted, so we'll wait on that. And that will be the end of that. Okay, apparently a noble died, so that is that. Oh, he was part of the 3rd Legion.
Mars be praised. Leave none alive!
Okay, so there we go. That should, yeah. That'll secure this area for now. Let's see, how are we doing over here? Public order is dropping, so I'll get our 1st Legion to come back here. But I'm rather focused on doing stuff inside the north right now. So, ooh, a Pontic rebellion has happened over here, so we can actually grab some land from Carthage if we wanted to, inside Hispania. So that is good. We're still trying to control a lot of different territory with pieces in a lot of different areas, so we do need to do something about that, starting off with taking this area right here. So that is definitely one thing that we need to do. Now over here, I guess this won't really be a conquest of the Alps, it's more or less a conquest of the Alps, France, and a little bit of Germania too. So I guess we'll go from there. First and foremost, I think I'll get one of my armies, the gladiators, to come over here. And auto-resolve that battle, so another settlement down.
Is that all?
And that will, yeah, that'll give us control of here, which is nice. And then from there, the people over here, the what is their names? They're the little group of I'm trying to find a good building here to build, but the little people over here, the Treveri, they've been trying to influence our guys for the longest time, and they actually managed to make our patricians switch over to their side. So what I want to do is I want to try to yeah, I can try to manipulate this guy to join to our side. So I think I'll try to do that.
The gods guide my hand. Hooray!
So I really don't know what that'll do for now.
Reborn.
But what I wanted, this agent cannot reinforce or move from the looks of it. What I really want to do is that I want to get a few more agents out onto the map, and I want to really start pushing forward in getting rid of their agents, seeing as how that is one thing that's been stalling us up, which is rather unfortunate. And I probably should have recruited one of those guys here as well. So over here inside the Alps, I think I'll move my my Alpine army forward, and we'll take this Celtic rebel settlement in just a little bit, and then we should gain control of another province. Now, where am I keeping my my little edicts? I'm going to cancel those, or rather, I think I'll cancel one for now. Go to that strategical map and see if I have conquered a province just yet. No, not yet. Okay, well, and then in that case, we'll go back down and we'll go to Provincia, or no, Aquentia over here, and then we will edict the tax harvesting operation down here, and we'll also build a building sometime later on. Now down here, this settlement appears to be yeah, it's under rebel control, but it looks like there's also a blockade going on. Carthage is probably already up and moving over there, so that is not very good. If I can get my army to move to the coast, I would try to take this this settlement from them, and it's actually one of the settlements that we need to fully contest the region. So I think I'll try to grab this settlement from the Carthaginian rebels as well. So I guess we'll do that and really see how that goes. Yeah, for some reason Carthage, the reason I'm not going after Carthage right now is because they seem to be under, like, a perpetual state of either being in rebellions or going to war against other minor little African coast factions. So they haven't really expanded to the best of my knowledge, and they've been just kind of dealing with a lot of rebellions and a lot of petty wars, as I like to call them. So we're just going to leave it at that. And Athena changed times now about like 20 times now. So the Spartans and the Celtic Conference over here are really just going back and forth. Okay, so some interesting development happened. We are actually deploying a battle now against the Treveri again. We've taken one of their settlements last turn, if you call, with our gladiator legion. So now they kind of wanted back, and they sent 2 armies to kind of oppose us. And I really wanted to test out these gladiator troops. So I guess we'll deploy and really see how they work in action. So that's kind of cool. And these gladiator troops, we will... where is the enemy? Enemy's over here. So we'll go with kind of a ad hoc deployment like that. I'm going to keep the wounded out of battle on the side, and I'll keep our legionnaires over here. So we'll start off the battle just like that, and the gladiators are just really lowly armored guys, but they have an attack of nearly 100. So yeah, so long as we can meet the enemy in battle, these guys are just going to wreck them. And we'll just let them walk over there for now. So we'll put the game on regular speed and let the guys walk over here and learn a little bit more about the gladiator troops. So gladiators, if you've seen the film Gladiator with that guy in it, don't know what his name is, Yeah, they were typically usually slaves, were prisoners of war, were just generally people whose free will were really taken away from them. They may have been debitors as well. There generally weren't very many people as gladiators, just kind of for the fun of it. But I suppose there would be one or two. As a gladiator, you'd train and you'd fight in an arena and all that. But I don't think you would actually compete in like outside battles like this, just simply for the sake that you're arming slaves for the purpose of killing other people. So yeah, I think these are more or less just flavored units, but they are rather cool in that well, they are kind of like really heavy shock infantry, and they have this killing spree ability too, so even more weapon damage, which is rather nice. And I think it's time to engage these guys the only ways gladiators can, which I mean by just smashing our lines into the middle there. Ooh, they even have javelins too. So now, if this works correctly, as soon as the gladiators get engaged, we can burst their killing spree ability, and then their use the whip ability, giving them 2 bonuses to their combat potential. And then from there, they should really be able to just muck things up for the enemy. Because I do believe that the attack's strength is so high that they should just be able to overcome all of the defenses of all of the enemies over here. Yeah, it's a shame that in Rome Total War 2, it's very difficult to see the actual combat animations. But I mean, from the looks of it right there, like all of the bodies on the ground right there were enemy casualties. We didn't suffer any casualties. No, we suffered like 1 or 2, 13. We're 7 in one of these units. But yeah, the primary mass of bodies right here, and the one guy who's standing up, is primarily just falls down. Yeah, the primary source of the casualties were the enemy troops, so that is kind of cool. Gladiators really rather effective, but yeah, they tire easily when you double buff their abilities. So now we have this like slow group of troops which will put onto the side. So really berserker troops for the Romans, which is kind of cool. What's not cool is our veteran legionnaires over here, our general unit being kind of coming into contact with the enemy here. Oh, they're just walking past, so I really don't know if I should engage them or not. Well, I'm not going to let these guys get away, so we'll get our gladiators to engage them. Oh, even these guys, the wounded little group here, is even doing so much damage. So I think I'll pull them back, simply because those slinger rounds are the ones that are really going to be doing a lot. Oh no! We're going to have to commit the wounded, the depleted squads too, so that's rather unfortunate. Now I think I'll just ball up our guys and really push for from there. Over here, I'll get these guys should be starting to rest up, so I'll get them to move into the plaza over here for a little bit of a flanking action. For the gladiators here, though, we really need to worry about their stamina for the most part here. I mean, for the regular legionnaire troops, I've so far found it so that that the stamina doesn't really matter, but for these guys, they seem to tire out really easily. So long as they don't get picked off by the arrows, I think they'll be fine. Really want to pull back these these depleted troops, though. And there goes the rest of their troops, so we'll see what the tally is for the kills for the gladiator troops. Seeing as how I really don't see a lot of their guys on the ground. We lost 85 guys. 85 troops to 2,103. And the enemy only managed to do 76 kills. I really don't know where the friendly fire came from. Oh wait, no, our guys do have javelins. So maybe from that, but yeah. Really good work with the gladiators, I've got to say. Now I wonder if what'll happen if I actually upgrade these gladiator troops with the armor and the weapon improvements. Maybe they'll even be more deadlier, and then we can just charge these people into battle lines and really make them into a shock corps. And there goes those two armies. So there we go, one faction is destroyed, and now we continue. And perfect, our little nation here is getting quite large now. Still have to deal with those rebels over here, and it looks like there's a few different. Yeah, we had to conquer Celticia, Belgica, and Germania Minor. So let's do that, and this little portion over here too. But after that, I think the conquest of the Alps will be pretty much over. Where exactly is the Rhine River? Not too great with our geography, but I think this is the Rhine. Not particularly sure, but I would imagine it being so. So I think we'll stop there. Yeah, the Romans, they didn't really push much into out into the Rhine, especially not in 173 BC. So we'll just kind of leave it like that.
We hunger for battle.
Now over here, the Celtic Corps might be in a little bit of trouble. Because I think I'll get them to build a few ladders before they make the actual assault. Seeing as how really don't know much about those ladders and stuff like that. See some of the siege works in action, I suppose. And over here, Carthage still hasn't sieged that area, so I'll put whatever legion this is, Legion 4, I believe.
The sea beckons.
Yeah, we'll put them onto a boat, and then we'll get them into the fight in a little bit. Over here, upgrade the farm. Check how our tech is going, because I've been teching up in something recently. Yeah, siege unit, so we will be able to have like catapults, hopefully in a little bit. Yeah, sometime around here. Okay, and we have returned. I switched off my mic settings just a little bit. I changed the volume setting down to what it is usually at. So, you know, just kind of an update just like that. Now, in the meantime, we have well, we still have pressed up over here, and we're starting to just kind of keep up onto these buildings. You know, just really try to keep up with expansion and all. I can switch out this this one thing, this ironworks to a auxiliary garrison, but it doesn't say what I can produce from it, which is rather strange. Yeah, it says here yeah, it says a whole ton of stuff. Really don't know about that. Guess I could. Now, going to deconstruct that, and I'll build a temple or something like that. So again, I want to keep one of these ironsmiths present, just simply because I don't see a Roman variant of that ironsmith that is usable for us. So I do want to keep one of those things there, and I think I'll build a auxiliary barracks here in Coria, simply because it looks like we can get some axe warriors there, which is going to be kind of cool.
Victory for Rome!
Now over here, we're taking a lot of we're not taking a lot of, but we're taking some damage from attrition, and I don't want to take damage from attrition, So I think we'll fight this battle just simply for the sake of showing off the siege works, not siege machinery, but the siege works. So as soon as we get the workshop set up, I do believe we'll be able to build some catapults and some stuff like that, and that stuff will be really cool to see. So I think we'll wait a bit and we'll see how that goes, and how I think I'll get